All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the H&R Show, the podcast where we bring you the latest and the greatest to keep everyone in the know. Today, again, it's another Monday Madness, and I have my sexy hosts,
Oh,
Rudy
stop.
and Nikki, and I'm Han. And what are we talking about today, guys? Do you guys know? No?
Tell us.
Something mad.
Something difficult about being a man. What do you guys think? Is it harder to be a man than a woman these days? Or
I feel it always been hard, but now we're more emphasized on it because nowadays women have certain standards that they want to maintain, which is I think we're always gonna talk about it because that's what's happening. They want that little 10%, the guy who makes that six figure, the 666 like we spoke about last time. But
Well-
I do agree that men have it hard now because not everyone is that. Personally, I don't feel like men are that driven to like work hard on themselves. I feel like society enabled them to be the way they want to be. Like, oh, express your feelings. You feel depressed, stay depressed. That's how I see it from like the pattern that I've been seeing.
Well-
And most masculine men are getting attacked because they're respecting their duties as a man. So
well, it's hard because we make it hard.
Rudy, did you know what he meant by that?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh,
That's-
God.
Bumblebee's jokes.
No, but seriously though, like what I mean by hard is because like we do a lot of the work, society, all the infrastructure, the men, we take care of a lot of stuff. We have a lot of responsibility. Yes, men are softer nowadays, but we don't get the credit like we used to.
No.
Like back in the days, if there was a war, men will be like all down to fight because why? We have to protect our little brothers, sisters, mothers, whatever. But nowadays they're like, you know what? Why don't we send the feminists to go fight first? Like they're equal rights, equal lefts.
Do you think any soy boy is gonna go to war?
No, I want the female feminists, the ones who think they're equal to us.
Hey, we could. I was gonna say something, but I don't want us to get canceled already. But I was gonna say we can bring out the new versions of women. You know, the ones who are not women. They're like 2.0 women.
The
T women, but I don't
the
want to say
the
the.
special women.
Yes.
Okay.
Do they have that category yet in military?
That's a very good question. Well, if you have a badonkadonk, I guess.
I mean, that's going to be interesting, actually. If, for instance, if a war really breaks out, like in a country like the United States, where we're allowed to like switch up on our genders, because apparently it's a spectrum. What's going to happen? Because usually, let's say back in World War I, we know that, for example, Germany, they had to like recruit all their men to send them out to war. Like if you had a kid who was 18, I think it was 18 years old at least, who was healthy, who was fit, who wasn't blind, who could see properly, who was like ready to go, he had to go. And that's like most countries when there was a war. What's gonna happen in a country like, for instance, the U.S. Because like I said, we have that different categories of sexes, whatever. Who's gonna go to war? Who's gonna?
I say we send everybody. Just send everyone who wants to go. They should go, and on top of it, everyone who's like all about these rights and all that, they go first. Like why? Like I don't understand why feminists are not fighting for the rights to fight. They fight for every other right. Right? We might as well just like send them first, like along with the guys. I don't understand, like why they want all the privileges but none of the disadvantages.
Because the realistic viewpoint is that let's say we do send them to war, we're automatically losing.
Why? They're equal,
They're emotional.
but they're equal. They can.
That's not true.
It's interesting that like when feminism was created, like the first maybe when
First wave feminists.
Yeah, it wasn't really like anti-man or
No.
anti-beauty, for instance, because that's what I see it becoming
They
nowadays.
just wanted equality. They just wanted the
Yeah,
rights
yeah,
to
it
vote
was more equality, and at a certain degree, I would agree. Okay, they feel that they were left out behind. They want to be more recognized. All right, but something happened later on. and I'm not gonna say that like this whole movement was hijacked, but
It was hijacked.
But it was.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say I feel. Probably, if we look up history properly, there has been some infiltration into this whole movement. Because I saw this video of those two feminists. You sent it
Yeah.
to the group. I forgot their names, but
Christina Hoff Summers.
Okay.
And Professor Paglia.
all right, and the way they explain how feminism was back then, it's interesting. It's like I want to listen to them talk.
Yeah.
Well,
You
they're
know?
the true feminists.
Yeah.
They are against the feminists of today, and those two women are heroes. They're hated by the feminist community, but they say they're feminists too, but they defend actual people's rights and everything, and they're very, very against what they call today the elitist feminism that we have today. Because the feminism that we have today, apparently, it's about me being better than you. But what they wanted was like, we just want to be treated the same as everyone else. But now today, that's not the case. Like, it's all about if you're a certain class or whatever, or how you identify, you have more privileges. I'm better than you. So that's the difference.
So it's all about status.
Basically, because elitist feminism, that's what it is today. It's not about equality. Because if you notice, if it was equal, like none of these feminists say, you know what? Like, I would date a man that makes less money than me. Like,
Said no feminist.
says no feminist ever, you know?
Right.
And it's funny because they always push like this agenda where they say, 80 cents to a dollar, men make more money.
Oh, yeah, I
But
heard
you know
that. I
that
heard
the
that.
fallacy, right? They
Yeah.
never corrected themselves.
Yeah.
They were never selected for the same job, same hours work, same education. Boom, disappeared.
Right.
And new studies found out now women under 30 actually make more than men under 30.
No, you can't say that. That's sexist.
But it's the truth.
I know, but they don't want to hear the truth because their ego is so fragile that they should be right and not you. You know.
Well,
And
that's-
that's also part of the issue in our society.
Well, that's what the question I was asking today. Do men have it harder than
Well,
women?
you might be right. It might be harder, quote unquote, to be a man because of the pressure. This whole like all these movements creating like even from the media, even from education, like even from the education system, like even at schools, they're pushing something to make man a little bit softer. And
A
I'm
little
not. Huh?
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm being generous here. I'm being a little bit generous, but the thing is like they're pushing man to be a little bit more. And I'm not saying this in like emotional, like you have to talk about your emotions. No, I think that's courage. If you talk about your emotions and if you feel your emotions and if you express your emotions, that's actual courage from a man to do that.
But how far?
But the thing is,
But wait. But the thing is, the important thing is it to his benefit and is it attractive to women when you just cry and just express all your emotions?
you don't have to do it to a woman. You can do it to your best buddy. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
no.
You can have a best friend that you can talk to. You can talk to your family members. You don't have to do this in front of the woman you're trying to pick up or you're trying to marry. That's something else. But when you get real with who you are and your emotions, you become in a certain way a free version of yourself. You're not held back by something inside of you that you just suppressed your whole time using drugs or food or anything that can suppress your emotions. So I think that side should be held, like, for instance, martial arts. All right, if a little 5 years old, he was taught martial art versus a 5-year-old who never got into martial art, and 10 years later, who do you think was going to have better emotional control and stability and even intelligence? So somebody who never got into a fight or never, because when men fight, we learn how to express our emotions, all right? But when we fight in this controlled manner, so at a young age, we learn how to literally control our emotions.
I don't want to like diminish your argument or anything, but have you guys ever gone to a real fight or a
Yes.
fight at all? Yeah.
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 Who would have thought? Like I
Yeah,
know,
have
but
you?
I've gone into like high school, not even high school, like
Yeah,
even
high school.
like 10 years old fights. I wouldn't call these like real fights, but real fights were when I was in martial art. But they weren't like emotional fights. they were more, like controlled fights.
Okay.
But we go hard, and the fact that we do go hard, and we know that we still have to like take care of each other at the same time that I'm punching him. Like I'm still trying to punch him to like improve, but at the same time I don't want to kill him. It's just this changed me for me. Like I've done 1 year of back to back of Muay Thai.
That's very good.
Yeah,
But I want to hear more
jiu-jitsu
about.
also.
I want to hear more about the real fight. Was it life and death situation?
Oh God. Okay, so let's get into it. No, so basically, high school. We're young. We're stupid.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. So.
I think I know where you go. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think you told me that, so
Go
go ahead.
I want to hear this.
Anyways, like worst case scenario, I'm just gonna say the story. So there was a moment I was in Sec 4. Fuck, Sec 4 was very interesting. There was we were in the locker rooms. Everything was chill, and there was this guy. He was very annoying, European descent and whatnot. And it just so happened he was having a beef with like one of the guys at school, and the guy was Arab. So obviously back then there was no political correctness. There was none of this bullshit. So what did the guy say? I'm no Muslim, but once you attack anything that is part Arab or Muslim, I will get offended in certain ways, because when people look at me, they won't say, "Oh, you're an Arab, so you're Christian." No, the first thing they'll say, "Oh, you do Ramadan." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so you're just assuming because I'm Arab, I'm a Muslim? No, but like for real though, every freaking time, every Quebecer I spoke to, aren't you doing Ramadan?
Bro. Everyone thinks I eat dogs.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. So what happened? This guy, he was literally insulting everyone. He says, "If you're an Arab, you're barbaric, you're disgusting, you're a savage." And me back then, I did not have the emotional intelligence, because I was still developing my self-esteem. Because when I started high school, I was that little pussy. Like, oh my God, you insult me. I would go cry in the corner and be like, oh my God, why am I a victim? But once I started going Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3, Sec 4, my confidence was building. Like, I was building myself. So when this guy he said his comment, I was like, yo, bro, chillax. He said, shut the fuck up, you fucking terrorist. So when he said, shut the fuck up,
That was
you
pretty
terrorist,
funny though.
Yeah,
That
it
pretty
was.
good.
But back then,
that was pretty good.
I was in my fields. You can ask Yaniv. Yaniv was there. Dude, I lost my shit. One punch. I just did one punch. Everyone started yelling. This is where I was like, why did everyone yell? Because once you yell, all security comes and they run. So obviously, I'm hitting the guy. The coach, I don't know if you I don't think you remember Joey. So Joey.
Yeah, Joey was my coach.
Okay,
He was
Joey
my soccer coach.
pinned me
The
down.
bald guy, right?
Yes! Joey pinned me down. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? He says, no, Nick, out of everyone, you should not do that. You've had such a long way in high school. I want you to graduate. Don't fuck this up.
Joey said that?
He said that because he knew where I was coming from. I'm like, fix your guy before I fix him after school. Because that's what we did. If we were not able to fight at school, we'd do it after school. Where? Code Vertu. Bro.
The hood.
The hood. Dude, I lost
For the people
my
around
shit.
the world, that's
Dude,
the hood.
I lost my shit. I did not even go third period. I went outside just to smoke a cigarette. I had to chillax. I was like, I can't believe I just heard that racist comment. And to be fair, the guy had a very punchable face.
So
That was the first time you punched somebody.
No, it was not the first time, but that was one
Okay.
of my biggest beefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was okay.
It was the first time I actually had people's attention in school, and they're like, "Did Nick just fight?"
But did that made you more or less popular?
Oh no, well, okay, I don't want to vent and be like, "Oh, I was the shit." I was just people knew who I was because I was always like goofing around. I was all over the place.
Right.
Just like, you guys chill with me, so you know my personality. So people
Yeah.
knew I was like la 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 la. So everyone knew me as like that. But once they saw me pissed, this is where they're like, "Whoa, there's a side of Nikki we did not see." I'm like, "Bro, don't talk about my people, even if it's not my religion. Anything that is Arab, keep your mouth shut." Like, why are you
I hear
using-
that. I hear that. But I just have one question though. When you guys like do this masculine, tough guy act, does that make you more popular with the ladies? Like at all, or what do you guys think?
I mean, from my end, it was never there was no ladies involved when there was a fight breaking out or even
But
during
I'm
martial
pretty sure,
art
like-
training.
Like
From
from
my
my
end.
experience, at least, because I look like Bruce Lee.
I had guys ask me for some girl's number and be
Oh,
like,
yeah?
"Yo, can you introduce me to this girl?" I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
I never had problems with the ladies.
Yeah.
Like let's keep.
But
let's
being
keep
a
it
tough
straight.
guy helps, though, right?
I mean, obviously, it shows you're capable of standing up for yourself and
showing a bit of dominance. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Quote unquote alpha male
But the
in
thing
the
is,
house.
me, that
It-
wasn't
it-
it. I was not trying to show I was a tough guy. I
No.
was just saying, respect me because you don't know me like that. So I felt
Yeah.
disrespected. So it was not. It was not a question of masculinity or dominance. I felt disrespected. I was gonna beat you up. That was high school.
That was high
Disrespect
school.
me, you get beat up. That's it. It's not. Oh, there's principle. No, disrespect me.
It's
you get
standing
beat
up. It's standing up for yourself and
Yeah.
your values and who you are.
Especially in high school. High school is rough. Kids
Yeah.
and teenagers are rough. So you don't have a choice.
Well, for me, high school, it was the best of times.
Oh,
it was
God.
the worst of times. Right?
I hated high school because the teachers didn't let you go to the bathroom without their permission. I was like,
But
bro.
but you heard what I said. It's the
Yes.
best of times. It was the worst of times. Right? So you learn a lot. You learn a lot about human nature and human instincts.
Yeah.
Because what I noticed when I was young was like, okay, the popular guys are either the athletes or the tough guys.
That's so cliche, but yes.
But
I
it's
agree.
true, right?
Yeah.
So I was not really an athlete. I play basketball for my school, and I fight also. So I know what you guys are talking about.
I was a jokester in
But-
school.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I was.
Me too. I was a bit of everything, but
I was an athlete, but a very calm, like mysterious guy. Like I'd be the last one to speak, but I would speak when it's time to speak. You know.
He's the common sexy one,
yeah.
but
He's the guy who steals your girl.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I would say
Just
that.
steal your girl right here.
It did happen once in high school, though.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about that. But you were talking about this masculine thing about like fighting. But the thing is, like what Nick talked about, this is like literally standing up for yourself and showing self-respect.
Yeah.
And this is attractive from like a friend standpoint,
Yeah.
and obviously most likely a girl standpoint.
Yeah.
But you have also these guys in high school where they're just trying to find a fight. They're like looking
Yes.
right and
Yes.
left to see where they can pick and choose and like start a fight to show that they can fight.
But
you
why
know?
you think they
This
do
is-
that though? It's because for status?
No, I think it's just immaturity and they don't have any control over themselves.
It depends. It's either what he said or it can be a defense mechanism because it's their way to be like, don't push my buttons. So sometimes it could be just like a fear, like a fear factor. So like, in order to protect yourself, you're gonna show yourself like you're doing all this barking, you know.
But you think women also do the same thing, but differently, not physical, but that's why mean girls exist, like they bully other girls. Because I was bullied by girls too, but
You were bullied by girls.
yeah, they not really bullied, but you know how girls are like,
Like they would try to trash you down.
yeah.
It's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like a test.
Yeah,
But in high school, it's really trashy.
But in high school it's easy. You just say you're fat, they start crying. Like that's how you end a fight.
it's,
No? Isn't it not? No?
No, maybe you're just that good. You know?
It's like, you're fat.
Yeah. No, my girls
That's
are just
mean, man.
mean to me at all times. Just like, oh, you're so stupid, or your shoes are not white
Okay, but
enough.
that's the thing. Why is that okay for them to pass so much judgment on you? But once you say one single comment on them, you're sexist, you're misogynist. You're
But that's
this, you're
fine. That's
that,
fine.
you're
Like
this,
for
you're that.
me as a man, from my standpoint, it's like yes, more because it's like teaching us how to just stay calmer
Yeah.
under pressure and under like extreme criticism. And this literally teaches you how to be calm under pressure. And I think that's a very valuable trait for any man. But in the opposite way, like why would I want to say the same thing to a girl or to a group or to a guy just to like trash him? I don't
to
find any
which-
interest
But to which degree, bro? I'm sorry, because look at Jordan Peterson. Look how calm he stayed during all these years. They did everything to try to destroy this guy to the point that he was unhealthy about himself. Like you can see it in some of his interviews. You're like, bro, he doesn't look okay.
But now he's stronger than he was
Now
ever
he's
been.
stronger than
because he
before.
went through that shitty phase.
Definitely, but that was his spiritual journey. He
Yeah.
had to work for it. But
I don't
that's
think
what
he
I'm-
regrets it though. I don't
He
think he
doesn't.
regret getting that.
But it's still
criticism.
fucked up because those people who are preaching, oh, you're harming people because of you, people are killing themselves. But what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. 100%.
You're
But
putting,
then-
you're
but you
put-
see- the
sorry, you're putting the same energy back. You're being malicious. You want this person's downfall, and you're satisfied when they're going down. You're behind your screen. You're like, that's evil.
Well, no, but the thing is, I understand what you're trying to say, but you know why they're doing that? Because Jordan Peterson is preaching manlyhood,
No, he's just preaching common sense.
but mostly manlyhood. He stands behind like men.
do you know that many? I'm sorry.
He stands behind men and women.
Yeah, he stands behind men.
I'm gonna say with the details,
Yeah.
but gorgeous women agree with this guy.
Yeah, they do. But I'm just saying he stands for men, like like incels, whatever. He's very, very.
Because he realized
he
in
realized them they need help.
Yeah, just
He-
like
he
Cardi B
Yeah,
is
exactly,
for like
exactly.
womanhood, just preaching being a hoe. So yeah,
He's
they
a
have
great-
their people and we have our people.
I don't know Cardi B. She stands for like
Women.
trash.
Yeah, exactly. Just like
Only
80% of
fools.
our women that are OnlyFans.
The thing is,
content creators.
Only fools.
The thing is, like, Jordan realized, like, in today's world, there's a problem. Whether the problem was
Yeah.
because of man or because of woman, I think he would have just talked
Yeah.
about the problem. But he
Yeah.
just realized
Yeah.
he needed to stand behind a little bit more the masculine side of society because there has been like a compromise, right? And like it's really unbalanced now.
Yeah.
Like he talks
he's
about
he's
like
a very
like-
smart man.
Yeah, he talks about like a man has to be dangerous.
I want to interject about something
Yeah.
you said, but
Yeah.
because we went all the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Because his question was about men expressing their feelings,
Right.
right?
No. Are lives harder for men or for women?
No,
Right.
that we already passed this question, but after we came to the question about emotions, a man expressing his feelings and whatnot. In the terms of friendship, that's fine because there's no incentive between you and I besides just being friends. It's platonic. So me expressing my feelings is like I feel comfortable with you, I can talk to you. But with a girl that says, "Oh, I want an emotional man," that's not true to 100%. When they say they want an emotional man, they want the man to be just emotional exclusively to her. So if he's just always being emotional nonstop, she's gonna be like, "Okay, oh, bro, you're too emotional." at this point."
She might be asking for somebody who's not a 24-hour robot.
Yeah.
Because men tend to be
Yes.
very analytical.
But bitch,
Ve-
I wish she was a robot.
You're fucked up, bro. You want to fuck a robot?
Maybe
She's gonna be like, harder. What is this?
maybe soon you can order
I-
your
Yeah.
you can order your like AI nanny.
Or no, bro, Japan. We'll order him a sex doll. They're already
No,
there.
no. But she has to be a human. But just acts like a
We'll
robot.
custom made a human skin, but it's gonna be.
No,
a
no.
robot.
She has to be all human, but she just has to act like a robot, pretend like she's a robot.
That's a very like.
That's very yeah.
Okay, my fourth
So,
wife.
so do we get you a Russian woman? Those
Yeah,
those,
exactly.
How do you call them? Like Agatha, and they have like
Yeah.
a big mole on the face.
Yeah. I like Russian women.
I was
So.
trying, or Natasha. She's
Natasha,
gonna be like,
yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Hun, are
No,
you
no, no,
ready?"
no, no. The best. Tatiana.
yeah.
Tatiana's. Oh my.
Tatiana.
Okay, you want a stripper in your life. You don't want like a. Shit.
Let's get back to topic, guys. Let's get back to topic.
I want a robot.
So that's what I was trying to say is that, okay, they say they want a man who expresses emotions, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's also a very slippery slope.
It is a
I agree
slippery
with
slope.
that. I agree with that.
Because once a guy does express his feelings and start doing those feminine traits, they start belittling him and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're such a bitch. I thought you were a man." But once he acts like a man, he's a toxic masculine. So what do you want?
Thing is, he has to be proactive and non-reactive,
Yeah.
which means
You have to be stoic.
yeah. Well,
Right?
that's
Yeah, but
basically
people
like.
hate that.
Yeah, no, not really, bro. They hate that, but we can't live without stoic people. Like
I
we
know.
can't
I
live
know.
without stoic men. Just like we can't live without very feminine women.
Nurturing women.
Yeah, nurturing women. Like I'm just generalizing a bit,
Yeah.
but
That's sexist.
yeah, obviously,
No, I'm kidding.
cancel us.
Cancelled.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry,
Top G.
bro.
Fucking. Can we just spend one podcast without mentioning Top G?
I don't know if you ever noticed, he's the only one mentioning Top G.
Super fan.
Fanboy.
Top G recognizes Top G.
Yeah.
Haram.
What color is your Bugatti?
Well, before we go back to topic, you know that because they confiscated all of his Bugattis, now he has like 10 scooter Bugattis. I saw one of his videos, bro, he was rolling. I was like, bro, I can't take you seriously. Like for a masculine. I was like, what the
It's hard to be a man out here, you know?
It's I don't know, man.
Well, he's in Romania. He's not in the West, so.
But is Romania the West? It is the West, no? Romania? It's
No,
Europe.
It's Eastern.
It's Eastern.
It's Eastern.
But it's still Europe.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't think they have the same value as us. Unless you talk about
They're Orthodox,
England
huh?
and United Kingdom, then okay, I could probably agree with you. But Romania,
Aren't
I know
Romania more
Romania's
like
corrupt.
right wingers, Orthodox?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
but they're very European,
liberal.
very Christian society.
Yeah.
So I think anything that's Christian in my eyes is Western.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I'm not-
at this point, the
not
West
really,
is
bro.
failing because Christianity is going down, bro.
Well, they're going down, but at the core, at the base, Western society is based on Christian values.
Yeah.
At the core,
Catholic.
But Catholic is is Christian.
Catholic is
But
part
but
of the
Orthodox
Christian
is.
branch.
I feel like Orthodox is a little bit more to the other.
Don't forget that Christianity we have a lot of sub religion. We have the Catholics, we have the Protestants, we have I don't know how to say it in
The
English.
Anglicans.
Anglicans. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. We have the Evangelists. We
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
Protestants. We
Yeah.
have Zama. We have them all.
Yeah, you have the
Uh,
Orthodox, you have the Methodist Church, you have the Jehovah's Witness, my favorite.
Let's not even count them as Christians. They're weird.
Anyway, we'll.
My favorite though.
Remember, we're not gonna get into that now. Anyway, let's
You're-
get back to topic
You're
again.
not okay. You are not okay.
Yeah, I wish I had more drinks. I have no more drinks.
More water for this guy.
All right.
Damn it. No more.
Oh, it's done.
It's done.
Oh.
Fuck.
You're hydrated, huh?
Yeah, I'm so hydrated
So
right
look,
now.
I don't know. I feel like I just hope that we might have a ripple effect eventually because it's already starting. I feel like since we were in the Trump era, like there was a lot of like, oh, this is racist. So we were going with that bandwagon. Okay, that's racist. So let's switch it up. Oh, that's sexist. Let's switch it up. Oh, that's inequality. Let's switch it up. But everyone succeeded. Feminists are at the peak of where they want to be. Gays are at the peak of where they want to be, and now they're trying to normalize pedophilia. So this is where I'm like, we need to stop somewhere. Like you need to.
That
We need to end the
that
line.
is where I draw the line though.
I hope so.
Like bro,
Come on.
pedos, I will switch in music them all day, every day.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
straight
Michaels,
up.
switch
Straight
it
up. Shout out to
every
Shawn Michaels
day,
if you see
all
that.
day, all day. I'm up switching music.
Yo, seriously.
His face is flat on the ground, and then people's elbow him after.
But I feel like
afterwards.
this is why there's Florida as a state as like the example of like, okay, where we're starting to go back to the right path of like, okay, stop this whole bullshit of like the transgender movement. Like
There's
even
also Texas, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Texas
Yeah.
right now. So it's a ripple effect that is in the works. So we need to rework into going back to that normal society because we've confused everyone at this point. Everyone is confused and on something that is nonsensical. Like
Yeah, but,
use your brain, use common knowledge. Like for me, someone that says a man is a woman and a woman is a man, I cannot argue with you. I cannot have a debate with you because already there this does not make sense.
this is where we're going to
Well,
come back to what.
Sorry, guys. Just to cut you off, is because we're nearing the end, and I just have to put in a closing statement right now.
Oh,
Go ahead.
wow.
Well, that the big problem is, the biggest question we have to ask, they've been saying lately, what is a woman, but what is a man? So that is the big question. Go big or go home. Boom.